Hi, I'm Naomi from the Art and Energy Collective, and I'm at Glastonbury Festival, and I've just walked from where we have a Be More Moss roundhouse, which we'll explore later. I've walked from there to the Wildlife Trust's place just down the road, and they are doing a fantastic display all about peat, because we've just done the South-West Peat-Fest. We just think it'd be great to explore what they're doing here. And I just met Kay.
Hi, I'm Kay. I work at the Wildlife Trust. I look after all the wildlife trusts across the country. There are 47 of us in total. This is our travelling peat bog, and we have brought it to Glastonbury to help people understand why peat matters, why it should stay in bogs and not be in bags. And then when we met you guys, we thought what a wonderful thing to share together. So I would love to show you around our travelling peat bog. Let you see some of the things that we've got. Starting first, actually, from the sphagnum moss, which actually, Naomi, have a feel of this. Emma's moss. We were donated some sphagnum moss by Bida Moss, who are fantastic partners for the Wildlife Trust, and it's working out really well that we're able to show people how incredible sphagnum is and how much it can hold 20% of its own weight its own weight in water. Which is incredible about why peatlands matter so much. But Emma's having a great day this morning, showing people around Glastonbury like how it is to cool down as well.
Now we've got a little bit of sphagnum in the roundhouse too. It's fantastic. They're talking to each other.
Yeah, it's a lovely squishy thing. We've also got some places to show you. In particular, there are a couple of retailers who are starting to go completely peat-free, which is amazing. One of them you might know is B&Q. We're really pleased to be able to promote that because all of their house plants and bedding plants are now peat-free, and all of their compost is also peat-free. And we really want other retailers to do exactly the same thing while we wait for a ban from the government, which is still hopefully coming soon, but still waiting for that. And then inside the travelling peat bog, we have incredible things to help you understand a little bit more about peat, some facts and figures around it. And this is one of my favourite things, is a handmade peat poncho, which one of our friends has made. A Hollywood costumier made this with us, with Fabric of Protest, who are an collective, craftivist collective. And this represents hundreds and thousands of years, thousands of years of peat growth at 1 millimetre per year. And then this is the bit you actually see on top. So whenever you see black soil around, it's normally a peat base. But our peat bog has been to all sorts of places, our peat poncho. It's a really great way for people to touch and really feel that. We've also got some really good things here. One of my favourite things the Wildlife Trust did is a pizza box, which I'd love to show you. It's Naomi, because it's a lot of fun. A lot of the Wildlife Trusts have been delivering their pizzas to their local council, so the councillors can understand that actually peat is something that is layered up. There are so many different things that you can do to protect and defend and support peatland restoration. And one of the things that I quite like,
Look at all these different slices, such good messages.
Yeah, and the menu is based on an actual pizza, but it's really educational, I think, about the types of layers and what peatland's all about, and all the things that rely on peatlands. And the last thing I'll show you, if you don't mind, is, speaking of species,
very good.
We have some temporary tattoos at Glastonbury, because it's Glastonbury. And one of them you can see here, we call an uncommon lizard. It's a common lizard which is reliant on peatlands. And we also have a white-faced darter, and we call that a dragonfly, because they're both very vulnerable and at risk from all the extraction and degradation of peatland that we're seeing. These species are now at risk. So we've been doing.
What have we got there? Oh yes, I
I
think we're going to be coming back for that one.
Yeah,
Come up for those.
and I really want to see what you guys have in your fabulous place.
Before we go over there, one of the things that you were saying was that you've encountered some amazing people doing cleanups, but they don't necessarily understand that it's still important to keep mosses where they are.
Yes, and so where I live, there are some wonderful community spirits, people that are running around and cleaning up the areas, making everything look so much better. They're cleaning off graffiti, they're revarnishing benches, and they're tidying up. And what that often means is they're taking away all the vegetation. In particular, they've been scraping moss of the pavement. And I'm trying to find the right way of really supporting them and encouraging them to do what they're doing, but also to think that this isn't messy or untidy, and to help them learn why keeping the moss where it is really matters. All tips very welcome at the moment, because we really need people to take that kind of action themselves, but there's a real balance between how far do we help people do exactly that and have pride in their area, but we need them to understand that nature needs their help as well. Yeah, it's an interesting dilemma.
Well, those small actions are so important together. They make a difference, which is what our roundhouse Be More Moss is all about.
And you really struck me yesterday talking to you guys about, you might feel small in the climate emergency, you might feel that you can't make a difference, but I loved how you described moss is tiny and the impact it has, and what you can do when you connect with moss. And so that was really great to see.
So we'll go over to our place, I think.